welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another off-the-rip episode. So if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. Let's get on with it, shall we? So today's off-the-rip is going to be for the Peat Monster. This is my first Compass box that I've had on the channel, or I've had, period. It comes in at 46%. It is a blended malt scotch. It is peaty, non-chill filtered, natural color. We'll go into a little bit more depth and everything once we get to the full review. But let's go ahead and get this cracked open, get it poured, and let it breathe for a moment while I continue with the program. So now it's going to be a little bit of a... That was a weak cork pop. That was my fault. But let's go ahead and get that pour on, shall we? Put that down. Put that down. Peat Monster. So, first Compass box. I went ahead. I skipped all the other ones. The Orchard House. The Artist. I just needed something peaty. I needed a peaty scotch. So on the nose, don't let the Peat Monster title fool you. I've heard some people say that, the Peat Monster. Lighting is a little bit difficult right now. Things are being broken down, packed up. I wanted to get this done before the move. Ooh, sinuses are messed up. It's a little dry here right now. I'm very dry right here. On the nose, it's very deep, it's very rich. It's not like slamming you in the face kind of peat, but you got to get in there. You can smell it like a few inches from the glass. Even through this, even through my nose, it smells so good. There's nice, deep, rich peatness going on right there. Let's go ahead and get that first palate on so we can get it out of the way. Non-chill filtered, no color added, no age statement. Looks like it's got some relatively decent enough viscosity. Oh, so it's going to get better. I can see that I think it's the glass, and maybe the climate currently is going to mess with that. You can see it a little bit better. There we go. Tap it a little bit. Get a little bit of encouragement going on. You know what I'm saying? There we are. So it's not so... The nose isn't so abundant that, or pungent and strong that I can smell it from the glass from here. Even through my sinuses, I can smell it, but I have to be like 3 inches. But when you really go into the glass, there's a whole lot going on in there. Let's go ahead and get that second one done. It's kind of nice. I think it was exactly what I was looking for. It's been a while since I had a good quality peated scotch. And I think this is going to check a lot of boxes. First Compass box, check. Peat Monster, check. The Spice Tree, I did see that. That might be next. The Spice Tree might be the next Compass box I get. I might go downwards. I usually go up the line. Now I'm thinking I'm going to go down the line. Peat Monster, Spice Tree. I'm going to snag that. What is it? Is this a Spaniard? I'll look it up. If it is the Spaniard, I don't know if it is or not. I can't remember the line. But I think the Spaniard is like the elusive one. You have the Artist, and I think there's the Orchard House. I think that one's supposed to be more fruity. Let's go ahead and get the finish on this. Ooh. Now, the peatiness on this, ooh, that whole top of the tongue is just got spiked. It only lasted for about 2 or 3 seconds. Tip of the tongue started coming in the lips. We had some heat on the back end from the first sip. From that first palating, that's where the heat. Now the heat's like a 3 and rising a little bit. The cheeks a little bit, yes. The tongue still kind of numb from that spike. The tip, no, I don't know if there's anything going on. I can't feel anything on the tip. Lips, gums, absolutely. It's very nice. It's like a flash. And then it all sort of migrates to the back and like sits on the back end and builds up. As it's trying to push a 4, I don't think it's going to push a 4. 4 out of 5. I don't think it's going to push it. Ooh. A lot of the flavor characters are still kind of lingering. That's actually relatively nice. A lot of times you're going to get a lot of effects with very little of the flavor characters hanging around after that initial one. Gums are now starting to like subside. The cheeks are about a 1. Gums are about a 2. I can't feel anything on the tongue. It spiked that tongue right away. Heat on the back end's like simmering down now. It's on like a 2, but it's holding pretty strong. That heat that you get off the finish. Well, this is again off the rip. Everything's going to be at its maximum. Its absolute strength is going to be right off the rip. For all of you new ones that are still around, I forgot to do the rundown for you. So part 1, episode 1, off the rip. Get it home, crack it open, pour it in the glass, have my first sip, and share my first impressions with you. Part 2 is called the full review. Now, we're going to drink it all the way down to ish. This is the ish zone. And then whatever's left, we're going to leave it in there, let it sit for a week, maybe 2 weeks, depending. I'm going to go on the internet, find as much or as little information as possible, come back, present it to you. We'll talk about it, share my impressions for the full review. Then we'll move on to the 3rd episode called The Final Pour. All the way down here, we'll take this final pour, thusly named, have it, compare it to the first pour we just had, and everything in between. Talk about it. Overall, give it a score. There it is. Peat Monster by Compass Box. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, thanks for stopping by at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.